So traders, is it true that no US customers or brokers can use anything MetaQuotes related, whether if it's MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5? There are a lot of things happening in the Forex world, and I want to make sure that I dot my I's, cross my T's, and of course tell our subscribers. We have to tell those who follow us, and we want you guys to really pay attention because this is going to really be important. So at this particular time, I want you to share this video with some of your trader friends, your family, those who trade. If you have questions, let me know in the comment section, or if there's some things that I didn't touch on, also let me know in the comment section, because we are a family here at BK Trading Academy, and we want to make sure that we talk to one another so that we can trade safely. We know what's going on and how to recover, and just ask questions and provide solutions to one another so that we can continue to trade profitably. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and deep dive into it.
Yeah, I know I got problems, and I don't know where to go. I don't want to put the blame on you.
So again, guys, the real question is, what's going on with US customers? Is MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5 no longer accepting US clients? I want to refer you back to September 2022 when Apple completely took MetaQuotes off of their Apple store. Who remembers that? Now it all comes down to the regulations that Apple required. They said something to the effect that MetaQuotes didn't comply with their regulations, with Apple regulations. So I don't know exactly what that means, but I want to give you my feedback and my personal opinion of this. So you won't really see this anywhere, but my personal opinion is that the US is wanting to crack down on anything that they can't make money on. Again, this is my personal opinion. So what I mean by that is Apple is a US-based company. So this is what I feel. I feel that the United States is cracking down on the large companies, like, for example, in this case, Apple, to crack down on some of their instruments or some things that they can actually control, like their app store. And we know that a lot of US-based customers use Apple, and therefore they have to use their app store. And we know that a lot of people who have Apple trades. So if you are a trader and you use Apple, that would have really hindered you from trading. So what the US does is say, hey, Apple, since we govern you, in other words, and since you are under us, we want you to make sure that you keep the people that you can govern in line, which in this case is MetaTrader 4, because they have an app that a lot of users use. And I personally believe that the United States can't really make too much money off of US, and so they want to regulate that. The Forex world is traded amongst everywhere, right? We have the yen, we have the Great Britain pound, and we have everything, right? You can trade the Mexican pesos, you can trade the Chinese yuan, you can trade a lot of things, and you can trade it all around the world. So the US only have a little piece of the pie when it comes to that. So in order to regulate, they go ahead and go talk to Apple and say, hey, Apple, I want you to crack down on MetaTrader, and say, hey, they're not following your guidelines. They're not following the US guidelines. Therefore, they're not following Apple's guidelines. So in result, MetaTrader has been cracking down on US-based clients, but specifically for prop firms. There have been tons of prop firms that MetaTrader is saying, hey, we're not renewing our license. You cannot use MetaTrader with your prop firms anymore if you have US-based clients. Why only US-based clients? Why not clients who are in Australia or in London or in Tokyo? Why only US-based clients? Again, it's because the US needs to have a hold of their clients, and they need to have a piece of the pie in order to do that. So they built these regulations and things of that nature in order to crack down on that. So in result, you have to imagine there's going to be one or two things that's going to happen with these prop firms. These prop firms are either going to look for another platform instead of MetaQuotes, or they're going to have to conform. One or two things, right? So you have to think about this. If these prop firms look for another platform, is this new platform going to be able to hold up the back office like MetaQuotes did? Are these other platforms going to be able to do it? We understand that MetaQuotes is the largest platform with Forex traders and providers and prop firms in the entire United States and even around the world. So you have to understand that. Are they going to either go somewhere else or conform? Now, conforming means that they are going to have to crack down on regulations with the United States government. I don't know exactly how that's going to look, but if so, they're going to have to abide by the rules with MetaQuotes. Now, let's look at something else, the futures market, the futures prop firms. There are a lot of futures prop firms, but there have been no controversy. There have been no news regulated at all when it comes to futures. Why is that? Well, number one, futures is very, very held tight and regulated by the US government. They have no problems at all. And number two, the futures isn't dominated by one platform. That means that you can trade on NinjaTrader, you can trade anywhere else because it is traded on the exchange. That simply means that if you look at a price of oil, for example, crude oil on the futures market, it's going to be the exact same price as I see in the United States, as you see it in Japan or in China or in Mexico, the exact same price. So futures is actually traded based on a specific price. That's why they call it a contract, and they're standardized agreements. So there's a contract in the future for crude oil, and you're going to buy and sell it at this particular time, guessing if it's going to increase in price or if it's going to decrease in price. That's when you either buy or sell. So the US have a very, very strict hold on the futures market, such as the CME, which is the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. That's the exchange that it's traded on. And guess what? The Forex is also dominated by futures, right? So for example, if I'm McDonald's and I have employees in Japan, and I think that, you know what, the Japanese yen is going to rise, I may go ahead and buy a whole bunch of Japanese yen now, knowing that 12 months later is going to be worth more. So why not buy it now at a discount so that when 12 months later happens, I can save a lot of money and I can buy office furniture, I can buy food, I can buy this and that for my company, McDonald's. That's how it works. So the futures market isn't going anywhere. So I'm going to give you some solutions to think about, and let me know in the comments if any of these solutions make sense. Which solution would you provide? And also, if there's some solutions that I don't mention, let me know in the comments as well. Number one, go to futures prop firms. Futures prop firms, I don't think is going anywhere anytime soon for the reasons that I mentioned. Number two, find other prop firms that accept US clients. Now, in my opinion, I don't think that's a smart idea, because if they're cracking down on a whole bunch of prop firms that have US clients, I don't think going to somewhere else is going to be feasible, because they may go ahead and start attacking these other prop firms. And then there's a process to trade these prop firms. There's an entry, there's fees usually involved, there's some waiting time, you have to prove yourself, and then you'll finally be able to trade their money. And then you can't use meta quotes. I don't think that's something I personally would do. Now, you can explore offshore prop firms. Now, this is something that you may want to do. Now, the thing is, if it's offshore, you may not be familiar with that. You're going to have to do your research to see if they're legit. Make sure you don't pay to be a part of the prop firm and then they don't give you your money back. There are some pros and cons with that. I want you to do your own research. Number four, you can join remote trading programs. And then number five, my personal best is trade yourself. Learn how to trade yourself, and this is what we teach in our academy from step 1 to step 10. Trading for yourself, finding key levels, finding your trend, only trading with the trend, dominating with risk management as the forefront of your strategy. And that's why we only trade these 3 strategies that has been tried and tested year after year after year, and is currently giving us a 90% return rate every single time, and we have proof with our students. And this is another reason why we actually started a signals program, because we know that a lot of people cannot trade themselves, or they don't have the discipline or the risk management, or they don't have a trading journal. There's a number of things why. So we started our signals program just about a month and a half ago, and we're currently at 100% success rate with at least over 3,000 pips. So that being said, guys, I want you to let me know if this is something that helped you out to understand. Again, this is only really specific for prop firms right now. This shouldn't really affect you too much. Now, if you're a part of a broker who has given you some feedback about, hey, take your money out because we're no longer accepting US clients, I highly suggest that you look somewhere else, like another broker. We currently use Trader's Way. We've been using Trader's Way for a while. They're offshore, so this shouldn't apply to us at all. They return our money really quickly. They have awesome customer service, but they're no longer accepting US clients. And I think that this is the reason why they do not accept US clients, because of the MetaTrader 4 situation. They only accept US clients if you're referred by a top-notch trader or someone who they really trust, like BK Trading Academy. So we have a referral link. I'll try to put it in the description below, or join our Telegram, and we often place it in Telegram as well. So in my opinion, Trader's Way has been really good to us. They're offshore, they're not regulated by the US. The US has a grip on a lot of brokers. Their spreads are either way too high, or they only give you a little bit of leverage, so you can barely trade. Trader's Way offers a huge leverage, so you can have $200 in your account and you can trade with some great leverage. So again, all of that in the description below, or just simply ask me in the comment section. We'll be more than happy to assist you guys. So again, let me know, what do you think about what I said? Share this video to help your fellow traders. We're a family here. I want to make sure that I provide you with detail. And again, if you are looking to trade with prop firms and you're US based, I highly suggest that you look elsewhere, or simply learn how to trade yourself. Once you learn how to trade yourself, you can trade anything. And we're also diversifying with you guys with our new stock channel. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube stocks, go ahead and look at it in the description below. We're teaching you how to trade stocks, indices, and also ETFs. That being said, guys, God bless you. I'll see you in the next video.